Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you may be. Have you ever wanted to take a journey deep into the underworld? Do you enjoy getting berated and agitated by the voices deep within your mind, telling you there is no chance of success? Were you ever told that you were the reason the love of your life has to spend all eternity in hell? Then boy oh boy have I got a review for you. If you enjoy this video, please leave a like, and if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. It greatly helps out the channel, and it helps us grow. I'm Grease Drippins, and I welcome you to my greasy game review of Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. Sit back, relax, grab a coffee, and enjoy. Cheers. In Hellblade, we find ourselves playing as a woman named Senua as she paddles her way on a river. We hear voices whispering all around us as we get closer and closer to land. Upon settling on some solid ground, we start to realize that these voices are in fact our own, whispering inside our mind.
Oh, she heard us. There's no going back.
Okay. All right, mate. These whisperings describe how Senua is feeling, from slight urgings to not continue any further, all the way to full-on degrading ourselves and telling us we will die at any minute. The voices play a crucial role in the playthrough of Hellblade as we continue on through the story. As we guide Senua through these trials and tribulations, we come to the unfortunate realization that she is mentally unwell. The game developers, Ninja Theory, wanted to bring attention to psychosis, and in my opinion, I believe they drove it home. Is it decapitated head? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The Norse setting is very eerie at first, as we come across destroyed Viking ships and burnt wooden structures. There are some scenes, though, where we get to see what the world is truly capable of looking like, with beautifully lush forests and sunny fields with flowers as far as the eye can see.
To the world and bliss. If only she could do the same. See the world through eyes anew. And dance with it, just like he does.
Senua, you tripping, girl. You tripping. As for the lore of the places that we visit, we get help from the lore stones. While I am not very well read on Norse mythology, Hellblade does a wonderful job introducing lore in the form of lore stones that are scattered throughout our playthrough. From Loki to Ymir, there are many figures that we learn about, all the way up to the dreaded Ragnarok, or the apocalypse. Each chapter that we play, they introduce a new lore story that fits the setting. From what I've been able to grasp, there seems to be two major story arcs for Senua. The first is her wanting to rescue her beloved, Dillion, from the depths of hell, taking us on an adventure full of dread and despair, fighting our own inner demons each step of the way, realizing Senua herself is struggling to maintain her sanity. That urge to bring back Dillion is what drives her ever closer to her goal. All the while, the goddess Hela puts our girl Senua through so much pain, telling us that what she is doing is an impossible feat. However, Senua never gives up. Sadly, she does have to come to terms that some things are truly not meant to be. At the end, Senua finds out that she cannot bring her love back, and slowly accepts this, throwing his skull over a cliffside down into the rubble. The story of letting go is not a new one. We have all been through our own journeys, coming to terms with death or losing friends or loved ones in our lifetime. This is very relatable to many people, which is the reason why I fell in love with the story.
Do not mourn the waves, the leaves and the clouds. Even in darkness, the wonder and the beauty of this world never leaves us. It is always there, waiting to be seen again.
The other arc that comes across while playing is somewhat related to the first, but it seems to have some of its own meanings. That would be the story of Senua's mother, Galena, and the curse. Senua's father, Zinbel, had her mother burned at the stake after discovering that she had a curse. This curse that he mentions is the same psychosis that Senua suffers through. Sadly, Senua had to watch her mother being burned when she was only a child, which just made it worse for her own issues growing up. Near the end, we see something happening within Senua. Certain moments of clarity where there are no voices to be heard, coming to the realization that it was in fact her father that burnt Galena at the stake. These revelations, I believe, start to help Senua take back control of her own mind and give her the strength to keep fighting.
Listen to me, not them. They were afraid. Like children scared
Girl,
of the dark.
you're gray, girl. Shoot.
They made up monsters to fill the void. That doesn't make them real. They made them real.
They make them real.
No!
Bye, bitch.
Follow your soul and let go of the Senua of old. For there lies your weakness, and the darkness will find it.
The gameplay consists of two main elements, those being puzzle aspects and sword combat. Puzzles in Hellblade are quite simple, yet elegant in the way they transform the world around you. They come in the form of glyphs on doors that require exploration in the world to uncover and unlock. There are archways that, when you go through them, change buildings and open walkways to continue traversing around the map. While I did get stuck on a few of these for a couple of minutes, I never got agitated or lost any patience. The puzzles were, for the most part, straightforward, and I enjoyed them while progressing through the game. Combat in Senua feels very good. The sword play is responsive, and when Senua goes in for a swing, it feels as though it has weight with each attack. When you go for a combo of light and heavy swings, it feels fluid and responsive. There are two main ways to avoid incoming damage by the means of dodging and parrying. Parrying in Hellblade is responsive, and it also comes with a nice chance to do an attack back at the enemy. When timed correctly, it is really satisfying. If I had just one gripe with Hellblade, it's the dodging mechanic. I'm no expert, but personally, I found myself using the dodge option more so than the parry. This led to a few issues. What happened was I would dodge myself into a corner or the invisible wall in certain fight sequences. This, in turn, had me stuck sometimes with no way to dodge out of the combat. Being that combat is not the primary aspect of Hellblade, I didn't get frustrated, as eventually I was able to get the job done. I'm sure that if you are better at this game than I am, you can find that parrying would get you out of these situations faster and easier. Oh, no!
She's hurt. She won't make it.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Back up. Back up. Back up. What makes Hellblade even more interesting is Ninja Theory implemented a form of 3D spatial audio. They strongly encourage the use of headphones for the playthrough because it immerses you even more into the game. As you turn Senua around or journey forward, all of these sounds come rushing around your head, and the feeling it gave me was incredible. At one point in the game, a shadowy figure was following me, And when they spoke, it actually gave me chills down my spine because it felt as though they were really behind me. I wish more games would make better use of this element, as it greatly helped get myself into the role and truly immersed me in the action and the suspense.
Everyone suffered.
My father was not supposed to die like this.
Blue mist.
Do you see it clearly now, Senua? The suffering you've caused.
This is your fault. You brought this plague to us.
Oh shit.
You have blood on your hands.
While Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice, has been around for some years now, I can finally say it was an absolute pleasure to play. From its wonderful environments, characters, and stories, to the three-dimensional audio and smooth combat, Senua has earned a place in my mind. Playing the role of Senua helped me better understand that mental health is always worth speaking and becoming more informed about. It is easy to see why this game got so much praise when it came out. If you are like me and have not had a chance to play Hellblade, I strongly encourage you to take the journey. I am looking forward to the sequel coming out as well. I'd love to see your comments down below the video about your thoughts on Hellblade. Have you played it yet? Are you interested in playing it? And what were your experiences with the journey? As always, it was an absolute pleasure making this video for you. Thank you for watching a Greasy game review. I will see you again soon. Until then, take care.